Have you ever met someone who not only can help you on a deep spiritual level, but also potentially change your life? Refined Divine is an extremely gifted psychic medium who travels the nation and lives right here in the Midwest. And she offers mediumship, mentorship, house and business parties, energy healing, palm readings, and so much more. Refined Divine has helped thousands, and she can help you.
Hi, this is Psychic Medium Deb. I cannot wait to hear from you. You can go to refineddivinepsychic.com.
The views expressed and the opinions given by the individual host, guest, random reptoid, or chupacabra may not necessarily reflect those of AM 950 Radio, its affiliates, or its sponsors. Now, it's time to step into the unknown. There are things people experience but never talk about. A shadow moving in the corner, flickering of the lights, a disembodied voice. We invite you to talk with us. Share your story, share your experience, because this isn't just your story, this is our story. This is GhostBox Radio with Greg Bakun.
And this is GhostBox Radio on AM 950, where every night we talk about the paranormal, ufology, Bigfoot, and so much more. My name is Greg Bakun. Thank you very much for joining us tonight. This is our first broadcast since Labor Day, and we just wanted to start real fast, giving some some acknowledgement to something that happened this last weekend on Sunday to friends and partners of ours over at the Park Tavern. Unfortunately, as you well know if you read the news, that a drunk driver who was had a blood alcohol content of 0.325, over 4 times the legal limit, crashed into the patio section of Park Tavern Sunday night, killing 2 people. And we at obviously AM 950, but also GhostBox Radio, would like to give our deepest condolences to the families of Gabe Harvey and Park Tavern employee Christina Folkerts. Christina is leaving behind small children, and we just, Park Tavern is a good partner to us. We've worked very well with them, and this is just a senseless tragedy. And I just wanted to also note there are a couple GoFundMe's going for each of them right now, and for each of the victims, Gabe and Christina. And I put those into the comment section. They are pinned there. If you feel the need to help, please consider doing so. And as for the Park Tavern itself, I believe today was the first day that it opened up, and it wasn't open for its full hours. Please consider to still go there. They're grieving as well. And it's just a matter of, we're a community. We step up, we help each other. Please do so with the Park Tavern as well. Really would appreciate it. And we wanted to just start the show with that. And Adam, over at Eden Prairie, we were talking about this just prior to the start of the show. And I mean, it's just really, it's unbelievable. It's hard to believe. And I don't know, Adam. It's really, you run out of things to say after a while.
You do, and it does feel to use a phrase, it feels very unfair to the 2 individuals who lost their lives from an event that could have easily been avoided by just grabbing an Uber or Lyft or calling a cab. As Greg mentioned, though, we do have the GoFundMe's posted. And for those of you who are not in the Twin Cities area, Park Tavern is one of those places where you can actually take the entire family to. There's bowling, there's, great atmosphere. There are people who have worked there for 40 years. It's a tight-knit family. And obviously, as Greg mentioned, they didn't even stay open their full length of hours, today or even yesterday, really, with how tough that they're taking it. So please, if you are in even if you're not in the Twin Cities area, hit up the pages. Please donate if you possibly can. Even just some good vibes out to the family's directions would be greatly appreciated at this time.
Christina is second generation worker at the Park Tavern. So, this is like you said, truly a family atmosphere. And it's, my heart just really goes out for everybody, for the two victims in the Park Tavern and other victims' families. So, like Adam says, please consider the GoFundMe, and thank you for allowing us to be able to just kind of share and make sure we pay our respects to Gabe and Christina. Tonight, what we're going to be doing tonight is one question readings with our favorite psychic, Refined Divine. It's tough, right, Deb? I mean, and we were talking about this before the show. The whenever you come on, it's a high energy show. We have a lot of fun. We have a lot of laughs, and that moment of being able to kind of balance, because what we're talking about here is very serious. We we also need to also keep in mind our family here in the comments who have questions and stuff as well, and they want to have access to you too.
Yeah, absolutely, Greg. It's so heartbreaking when something so tragic, so close to us, hits us in our heart. And, to transition from this into something that's supposed to be so upbeat and happy and wonderful. And the transition space really is, it's trying some to the human body. And so I usually can just kind of shut off and just go into that spirit realm, and we can do that. And so we'll do that. And so just go ahead and give us a call and put in the comments, and we'll be here for you.
Absolutely. So, you all know the routine, but we'll go through it again here. Is one question reading tonight. And the only things that we don't want to talk about here tonight are politics. Deb is not a doctor. And nor is Dave over there in Wisconsin. Just in case he wants, just in case he started. Yeah, there he is. There we are. And also, no politics, that and just at the same time, kind of keep it light. We don't. There's times for heavy questions and stuff. We understand that, and that's where you are probably better served to go over to her website, and that is refinedivinepsychic.com. There you will be able to see be able to get a reading with her, figure out which way you want to get a reading with her, as well as the retreats that they're doing and the classes and the upcoming events as well, which I will be taking part in a couple coming up here soon, which was really exciting. I did one a few weeks back, which was so much fun. Thank you for including me. And so we just want to kind of set the ground rules here. The other ground rule I want to set is that you can put your questions into the comments section. That is totally fine. And I see some people doing so already. Please continue to do so. Though, to get to the front of the line, okay, to make sure that you are heard, give us a call, 952-946-6205. Before we take our first call, Linda Judd asked the question, are they online classes?
Yes, they are, Linda. And the first one is always free. I always let you attend and try it out to see how you like it. We have several different options: weekly payments, per class payments, and monthly unlimited subscriptions to my archive last 3 years of class and current online classes that are in Zoom and in person.
There you go. So hopefully that answers. Once again, folks, that website that you want to go to is refinedivinepsychic.com, and go check out everything that she has going on over there. We'll be talking a little bit more about that, but why don't we get to some questions? First off, let's go to the phones. Remember, call in 952-946-6205. That's where we head to right now. We have Carrie on the line. Carrie, how are you doing tonight?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing very well. Thank you very much. What's your question for Deb tonight?
Well, I had called in and talked about all of the stuff with our old house a couple weeks ago.
Oh, that's right. Is that Carrie?
Yeah.
Thank you, Carrie. Oh, my goodness. All righty.
Yeah, and so you suggested that I call and ask Deb, with everything that I've always had experiences,
Mm-hmm.
that was more terrifying than most. But, if I'm like a key factor in the fact that even here, there's a lot of different activity going on.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So is the question? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no. I didn't know if I needed to like explain more or.
Well, and may I have a go at paraphrasing for you?
Yes, please.
Because I certainly know, because we had Carrie on, Deb, a few weeks ago, and she was telling us about the activity in her old house. But there's also, it seems like it's been following her around, at least in some form. Carrie, I hope you don't mind me saying so.
No.
But
Nope.
it also feels, that Carrie is very fearless towards everything that's going on. The question, I think, might be, is there something, is there someone maybe even trying to get through to her, or do you have any insight what it might be? Did I do all right, Carrie?
Okay. Yeah, perfect. Yep. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
That was perfect, because my spidey senses went right into the conversation that you had with her 3 weeks ago, and I can pick it up. It's not a fearful thing. It's not scary, but we have a lot of movement, and we have things moving, and we have lights moving, and we have figures presenting themselves. I don't know. I'm seeing like trike, like almost like poltergeisty stuff, like trikes moving, or like toys turning on, or like, there's all kinds of stuff going on in that house.
Yeah.
Okay, so what it is and what's happening, Carrie, is because you're so gifted yourself, right? So when we're gifted, we'll light up a beacon, and that beacon goes up, and then other things will come in when we light that beacon, and we're so welcoming of all energies, like you are, with the fearlessness and the attention to the energy amplifies it and allows it to become more of this earth and this reality. So the more energy we feed into something, and the more attention we pay to it, and the more energy that we say, this is what's happening, and we talk to others about this energy, and we give it energy, we say, hey, look, that must be, we give them names. That must be Bob. That must be Rob. That must be so-and-so. And we invite it, right? And so that's what's happening.
Okay. Yeah. As a matter of fact, I mean, at the old houses, we were talking about the giant handprint that was dirty, grainy, gross. That was above my child's bed, and my daughter and myself were talking about it. I mean, this is now like 10 years later, something like that. And
it invites it back, and they say to us that it was invited back, and it was struck on somebody's body.
Yes, on my husband's, and he had no idea, and it was the same handprint, and we even photographed it. So is that the same thing, that it hasn't happened in a while?
Because you invited it back, like literally speaking it, lighting your beacon up, and you invited it right back.
Is this a really horrible same? Is it the same thing then that has been in? It felt like I was sleeping.
It's not stuck to you. Like, this isn't an entity that's stuck to you, but this is an entity that likes you. Because first of all, you're fearless. Second off, you pay attention to it. You feed it energy, so it likes to be around you because it amplifies the energy of it.
Okay. Is it the same thing that was in the dream that I had at this house? I could literally feel it breathing on my face.
Yes.
And like I could smell it. It was rotten.
Yep. Well, and so because when that's happening to us, and we feed it energy, and we bring it, we bring it into our multiverse, and we make it more of a reality, right? So this is how poltergeists are made. So this is exactly what happens.
Okay.
A ghost or something, or an entity, or ghost, or whatever you want to call it, an energy gets drawn into us because we are gifted, and we light up our beacons, and we let it entertain its energy, and we let it do whatever it wants inside of our houses. And then when we say, yes, you can be here, we're not scared of you, and we talk about it and we give it energy, it grows.
Okay.
And sometimes it can grow to a mass scale that we're talking about danger. So we always have to be very careful about what we're letting in our space, and how we're entertaining it, and how we're speaking to it and speaking about it, and what we're doing as humans. Because remember, we're creating that energy cycle and that energy line to that person, to that thing, whatever you want to call it.
Okay. Yeah. The last time in the dream, I mean, we hadn't spoken of it for quite a while. And it's too long to explain, but it was not a good one.
Carrie, can I ask you a question? Since you were on the show a few weeks back and you talked about all this, has anything happened since then?
Our house always has random things, but like last night I heard, or not last night, but the night before, somebody coughing downstairs, and it was just me, and my husband was sleeping, but there was audibly a man coughing downstairs. We had a thing fall out of a window that my husband's like, "Why did you put this up here?" And I did not, and it was completely crushed. We had
Shattered.
I thought my husband talking
Shattered.
to himself the other night. Yeah, well, it was crushed. It was metal, and it was mangled, and it fell from like the upper part of our kitchen window that it couldn't have been there, kind of thing. And then I thought it was my husband talking in his sleep, and he doesn't talk in his sleep. And I walked closer, and it wasn't coming from his, the room because I was still awake. So, but I audibly heard one person muffled, like having a conversation, but.
Yeah, so that's exterior. And so when anything is exterior, when we're hearing things exteriorly inside of a home or inside of a space, that's definitely something that we've added energy to, because most correspondence with any kind of spiritual thing that has passed over, a ghost or a spirit, is in mind's eye. Right. So they'll communicate with in mind's eye, but things that are created in this realm, poltergeisty, and we're not saying this is completely poltergeisty, but definitely added a lot of energy to something that was already there. That's when we'll hear exterior. That's when we'll hear things actually in our ears. It won't be interior. It won't be in mind's eye. And so that's the difference. I always tell people, when we're hearing here, this is something that's created in this realm. When we're hearing in mind's eye and seeing in mind's eye, that's something that we're connecting with that's on the other side.
Okay. Yeah.
Does that make sense?
It does make sense to me. Yeah, it does. So we've had different things, that have been.
So hey, Carrie.
Yeah.
Stage your house.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And I have one last question, because we do need to get to a break here. But I do have one last question. Deb, was this thing ever human?
Oh, yes. So what this was energy that passed over but was caught, right? So it's in the between. So it's in between here and there, okay? And so when energies are stuck in the in-between world, if we add energy to them, they can morph into something that's in this world.
Okay.
Very and that's when we get poltergeists. Okay. So the energy can be split. Literally, that energy of this gets really technical, but stay with me. So when a spirit is trapped in the in-between world, it literally can be there and here, like a part of it. Because when we pass on the other side, we can be everywhere at one time, because we are no longer in any form. So we can be here and there and all over the place. So a part of that is stuck here in this world because of the energy that we've given it. And it's not just you. This is something that grabs energy from all over. So don't ever take ownership from this. It's not just Carrie making this happen. It's everything that this thing has tapped into and gotten us and people to pay attention to it. And as we talk about it, I'm over here clearing, because I'm like, no, don't come over here. I don't want to see who you are. Like, don't come here. Like, this isn't my mammy jammy.
Absolutely. So I'm sure you have more questions, Carrie, and I know that you've done work with Deb before, and I recommend that maybe if you have more questions, a deeper dive into that or whatever else. And first of all, and once again, Carrie, a couple weeks ago when you shared your story, thank you very much. That was incredible.
Oh, yeah, of course.
And
of course.
I hope that I hope at least if you don't go any further with this with Deb, I hope that this has helped you in some way.
It has. Well, thank you both. Yeah.
Awesome. All right, Thank you for calling in, Carrie. What we're going to do, we're going to take our first break. When we come back, folks, put your questions into the comments if you want Deb to answer them, or you can see it's not scary. Call in 952-946-6205. That's 952-946-6205. One question readings with Deb is happening right now. You're listening to GhostBox Radio on AM 950. And how many of you want to do a candlelight trolley tour with us? Let's get something together. Let's get over to them and let's schedule a night and do a candlelight ghost trolley tour with them. What do you think about that, Adam?
I don't know. You and candlelight sounds like it could actually bring up the energy.
It's well, first of all, and not to diminish anything that the Minneapolis trolley tour people are doing, but the candle is really no different than this. Just so you know, this is.
Oh, I thought you were lighting actual candles and we're going to do something and really bring up the energy. But getting a group of GhostBox listeners together with us to do this—that would be amazing, honestly.
No kidding. I think that's pretty. That would be a lot of fun. So, and we're planning events with them. And we're going to announce them hopefully soon. That's going to hopefully happen in September, certainly in October. So please check that out. We have with us one question readings, psychic reading questions with psychic medium, refined divine. Deb, I saw some homeless man walking behind you. I just you got it all figured out, or is there? I didn't know what that was. So.
It's hard to keep this one sat down.
Right, Ant's in his pants, for goodness sake.
He's all over the place. But he wore this shirt for you. Go ahead, Dave.
What shirt? Oh, thank you. That's very kind. I didn't actually. It's Ghostbusters, folks. It's a Ghostbusters shirt. I didn't actually write direct star in it, Dave. But thank you all the same.
Damn.
Speaking of which, though, Dave. I just submitted my my designs for the new T-shirts for GhostBox Radio. So
perfect.
So you'll need to be wearing that. All right.
That's right.
I'm gonna need your autograph soon.
Yeah. Well. If you want to waste your time, sure. Why not? Deb, what do you have any retreats coming up, Deb?
Yes, this Sunday I have a one-day retreat. It's on Law of Attraction. It's from 10 a.m. until 5 p.m. And actually, I have 2 free spaces if somebody would like to attend that. This Sunday, I had some cancellations. When people cancel, I always just pay it forward. We don't give refunds here at Refined Divine. When you commit, you commit. And if you don't attend, then we pay it forward to other people that would like to attend. And so there are 2 free spaces. We just ask that you contribute to food, which is $20, but the rest of the day is all yours. You come and learn about Law of Attraction. Saturday before that, we're going to be in Alaska for a Rooted Holistic show, which I'm doing a psychic gallery at 11 o'clock for $25 of the tickets.
Where are you going to be for that?
On Alaska, Wisconsin.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Well,
right by La Crosse.
Yeah. Okay. I'm with you now. All right. Just want to make sure I'm following. Okay. So folks, put in your questions and you don't forget to call in. Some of you may not understand how this works. D writes, Greg, I do have a question. Where is it? You still haven't read the question. All right. All right. If you prefer to call in 952-946-6205. Jennifer, I'm sorry, I don't mean to be pointing you people out, but we gotta do this right, okay? Jennifer says, I wish I could think of a question. Can you just tell me something I need to know from Spirit Guide or a loved one? Sorry, I'm awkward. Let me ask you this. Can you ask Spirit what question you should ask Deb? Like, I think that you need to, there has to be something, and maybe just ask your inner self, what is it that I need to know? What is it I should ask Deb? And do so. Because I know, and Deb, if you want to answer this, you're more than welcome to, but I also know you prefer something a little bit more like a question about something, a topic.
Specific. I do. Yeah, I want a specific question, a specific topic, because these are just one question reads, and it does take energy for me to do readings. And so the energy is a lot less for me to use if I just have the question, and then I could just follow the energy line for the answer of the choices that you're looking for. And so it's just a lot easier for me to do that one question read that way. Otherwise, I'm doing full channeling, and full channeling does take a lot of energy out of my body. So with one question readings, we just want the direct question. That way I can get to it, access it, and help you out the best way I can.
Well, I'm getting sass back, okay? In the comments, I'm getting sass back. Jennifer's challenging me. Jennifer, I'm going to get to you in a second, because Anna is like, I asked a question, see above. All right. There's no need for any fisticuffs, okay, folks? Plenty of room for everybody. Let me go find Anna's question. I don't want people angry at me. This is meant to be a fun show, and
Yeah, it's
all
okay,
right.
guys. Take a deep breath.
And here, no, I know that she's kidding, but Anna actually was like the first person to ask a question, and we have a rule that we never read the first person question. So moving on. No, I'm just kidding. That's not true. Anyway, this is a long night. Should I accept the job I was offered today or wait for a different opportunity? This is from Anna.
Anna, is this better? Is this like you're in charge? Is the opportunity where you're more in charge?
And go ahead and put that into the comments. This is why you need to call in, so that
it's a lot easier.
Because no, it's not. I mean, no, it's not. Okay. I'm not saying it's not easier, but Anna's saying no.
Anna says no. Okay. Because what I'm seeing is that the job that you're really gonna love is gonna be more of a leadership role, or like where you're above some other people or in a higher hierarchy than you're used to. So I definitely would wait and see the next opportunity that comes your way.
Okay. All right. Anna, what do you think about that? Put that into the comments.
It's exactly what Anna was thinking. That's why she asked.
Never mind, Anna. Then that's fine.
Hey,
all right.
Hey, Greg. Hey, Greg. Look what we got here.
Look at that. Well, don't. Okay, that's cool. What's her name?
Well, we saved this kitty. He was at our retreat over the weekend. We were up on top of a bluff doing channeling, and Kitty came running in, and he had inflictions on his neck where something had grabbed him and looked like had dropped him, and he was very starving and very deprived. So we brought Kitty back to the shop, and now he is our shop kitty, and his name is Tittles.
I don't know if we could say that on the air, but okay.
No, Tittles.
And is there like not a weekend that goes by where you all don't pick up some animal somewhere? I mean, is this
really? No, that's exactly what happens. We're always saving humans and animals.
Wow. Okay. Now Dee says, hello, Greg. I'm here now. All right.
Hi, Dee.
And I have a question. And she says, I have a question regarding my cell phone. Dee, please. Not multi-part. What is your question? Put it into the comments, and then Deb can answer. Anna says, just to put a full circle around this, Anna says, good to know, thank you, regarding the job situation. And then she also wanted to make sure that everyone knows she's not angry, just thought you missed it. And I know. Jennifer, though, I got sass back from Jennifer. She said, well, Greg, I did, but I'm asking her what I need to know, literally. The emphasis is mine, not hers, by the way.
Oh, okay. Sure. All right, moving on. Jennifer. All right, Jennifer, let's go into your energy. Here we go. Time is of the essence when we're talking about things that we need in life. And so they're talking to us about wanting change or feeling like we want something bigger, better, or different, like more joy. And they say to us that understand that time is of the essence, and that when we are looking for more joy or more happiness in our life, that we need to understand that we create that. And when I look into that energy, I literally see this girl that just really just wants to come out and have fun. And I hear the song, girls just want to have fun, that Madonna song. And so literally just tap into that and let's go with it. Let's go with it. Let's just go find some fun things to do, Jennifer. Like literally, let's just unleash.
Cyndi Lauper, by the way. But
oh, thank you. I don't know singers. All I do is hear music.
No,
that's great.
Well, no, here's the thing. I'm getting in trouble with everyone because Jennifer is like, I didn't mean the sass. Please know, I like to joke around with people. I like to give people a hard time. So please know, I'm not serious in any possible way when it comes to that. So, did we answer that question then? I was too busy waiting for you to stop so I could correct you.
You and Dave, I tell you what.
It's all right. Even singing that just cost the station like $5,000 in music rights.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Just thinking that. Thank
It's
you.
worse than an Effenheimer. No.
Really?
It's you're fine. You're totally fine.
I was like, what? I was never told.
Right. No. Well, that we might get a little off for that. So let's see here. Okay. So
No channeling of music?
no, you can do channel away, channel everything.
Okay.
Let me see here. So Jennifer says that was actually the most perfect thing I've ever heard, Deb. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Very cool. Thank you, Jennifer. And please know, I'm just giving everyone a hard time. That's how I operate. That's what keeps me going. Let's see here.
You ever heard Misery Loves Company?
I don't know what you're talking about. Let's see here. A couple things here. What time is it? Okay. Tim is like, I got a direct question. Okay. Tim says, am I going to get married to my current girlfriend?
Hey, Tim, when are you going to get down on your knee? It's in your court. Literally, it's in your court. I see this woman that it was like ready and dedicated and like so putting herself forward. And where's Tim gonna step up? Come on, Tim, let's get it. Let's do this.
Now, I don't mean to be that guy, okay? But in my experience, and maybe I should just shut my big mouth right now. When people are asking, am I going to stay with this person? Am I going to get married to this person? I often find that there's doubt involved.
Well, a lot of people don't understand that we literally make choice. And when I look into people's energy, the choices are usually 1 to 5 different options when I look into it, because it's the 5 main focuses that they focus on. And so when I look into Tim's energy, it's like scared. And so that's why I'm like, hey, why don't you get down on one knee? Like, why don't you make this happen? Right? Because in that different timeline, when I look over, I also see like a splitting up because that choice wasn't made and we didn't move forward. Because understand, you guys, that when I'm psychic and I look at your energy lines of what your choices are, I only can see from what you've chosen. And so if your mind changes or your partner changes their mind, that also changes the outcome. It's not set in stone. Nothing is. The only thing set in stone is birth and death. The time you're born in and the time that you die, already written. Everything else, changeable.
So when you say that the ball's in its court, it literally is like it's like it's a good chance that you will, but you gotta set everything in motion.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Totally get it here. Let's see here. 10:39. Okay, why don't we do this? We have Dee on the line. Dee actually has her question, but Dee, would you mind holding on? I want to get a break in here. When we come back from the break, that gives Deb plenty of time to answer your question. Plus, there's a lot of questions in the comments. Definitely want to get through. That's why, folks, if you want your question read by Deb tonight, call in. We're filling up fast around here, so call in 952-946-6205. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to hear Dee's question plus everyone else's stuff as well. You're listening to GhostBox Radio on AM 950. And join us tomorrow. Myth or Mystery returns. For those of you who do not know what that is, it is a weekly panel show where we look at clips and we decide whether or not the clips are actually paranormal or not. It's also really fun because the audience can vote on it as well. And you have the opportunity to win prizes via the trivia contest. Myth or Mystery is on at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time tomorrow. You can watch it through GhostBox Radio with Greg Bakun on Facebook. It's a lot of fun. And tomorrow we're going to be talking about haunted dolls all night. We have a lot of footage regarding haunted dolls, so it should be a lot of fun. And then afterwards, GhostBox Radio is a replay tomorrow night with a replay from December with psychic portrait artist Angela Boley. She is going to explain how she was getting in touch with a past life of hers from World War II. It's very interesting stuff. We have with us tonight, we have psychic medium, refined divine, and we are doing one question readings with her. And before we go any further, because we're not going to get to everybody, just a friendly reminder, if you want, please go to refineddivinepsychic.com. That's refineddivinepsychic.com. Schedule your reading today. These are always just hors d'oeuvres. These are just little samples. And you can definitely go and get a much more enhanced reading by talking to her in person. And Deb, everyone I talked to who's done that with you, everybody has said how much you've helped them. So I hope that people heed this conversation tonight.
I love that. Thank you.
Now, I misread, and so I do apologize because Adam gave it to me correctly. I misread. Sorry, D, you're not first. Carol would be first. Adam, is Carol still with us?
We're about to find out.
Well, that's
Yes, Carol is still here.
That is as professional as I would have expected. Okay.
Amateur Radio 950.
Yeah, amateur AM. Yeah. All right. Well, whoever's there. Carol, welcome to GhostBox Radio. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. You guys crack me up. You're the best show. I'm not kidding.
Oh, well, thank you. That's very kind. How can we help you?
Yeah, I was wondering if you can give me some insight, Deb, about my grandson. He has so many struggles in his life, his daily life, from school especially, just starting again this year. He's going to be a senior. To relationships from his parents, especially his dad, which hasn't been very good. He's so emotionally distant, and
he has anxiety.
Yes, and he makes my heart just break because I don't know if there's a way to help reach him or to help guide him.
And so when we are filled full of anxiety, it is that we are not staying present, because when we have anxiety, we're either stuck in the past, thinking consistent things of the past, or we're scared of the future, or like we're hesitant about what might happen, or we're not sure what might happen, or we're consistently thinking about things that we want to happen. And so when we aren't staying present in present moment, anxiety is always manifested in the body to bring us more present and to tell us to stay present, but our body doesn't listen. We just create more anxiety, and our thoughts get out of hand. And I really feel like that's what happens with him, is that he gets inside of his head and he very introverts. And that's why it feels like he's so distant, but really it's just because it's how he's learned to protect himself.
Yeah, he's been bullied all his life, and he's finally found a few friends. But some things are better that way. I was just wondering, does he have guides and angels around him? I keep praying.
Oh, of course, everybody, absolutely, everybody does.
Okay. And we always have somebody there to see him. Is there like a family? Is there somebody that is watching over him now?
Everybody has guides and angels, and we're consistently being guided by them nonstop. It's not something that ever stops. And so he is on his life trail. This is exactly what he's supposed to be experiencing. So understand and know that everybody is always going to have ups and downs in their lives. They're going to have peaks and we're going to have lows. And some of us have really dark lows. I mean, and Greg wouldn't know anything about that, or me. And then we peak way up, right? And so just understand that the further we go down, the higher we go. Like it's just really is this deep down, like little thing that he's going through. And he actually is up on the upswing. I bet that you've seen him be more interactive, doing more things as of late, and being a little bit more attentive to what he's been doing, correct?
He's been more social, and he's actually found a few friends. It's just school. He just can't quite.
Yep, he's on the upswing. It's just that school really isn't his thing. Like school just doesn't fit with who he is. And so as soon as he gets out of that schooling, you're really going to see growth. You're going to wonder who the heck is this kid? Like it's going to be like a brand new person. I promise. As soon as he gets out of school, it's going to be way different for him. So don't worry. Remember, worry is just a wasted emotion.
I know. And I keep telling myself that, but when you're a grandma or a mom, sometimes it kicks in high gear.
Any other emotion other than love is just the removal of love.
Well, I appreciate it just is reassurance, and I thank you.
Oh, that's great.
Yes, you're so welcome.
Thank you, Carol.
Mhm.
Thank you. It was
Thank
always
you
good to
so
hear from
much.
you. All
Bye
righty.
bye.
Now we go to D. Sorry, D. I kept you longer than I expected. How are you doing tonight, D?
Stressed out, Greg.
I'm sorry to hear that. How? What is your question for Deb tonight?
You give me about 3 hours, I could tell you everything, but the more important thing is my cell phone that I have. It's a government lifeline cell phone. I'm with Assurance Wireless. 2 weeks ago, I got a text message on my cell telling me that the services are going to be shut down as of the end of August. So I called the company, Assurance Wireless, and every time you call them, you get different operators, and everybody's different. So they wanted me to fill up this form on my cell phone, and I'm not used to doing this. Well, it took me over 3 or 4 days for it to go through. Then I had to call up this national verifier, or what do you call it? They said that it did go through, and they gave me a number. So off and on, I was calling the operators, and then they said that they're sending me a phone. Well, the phone came Friday, letter came Tuesday. Now they're telling me that, because yesterday they shut my phone off. Assurance Wireless did this.
Yeah.
I got it back on, the phone I have now. So here, this new cell phone, I don't want it. I'm worried about losing everything that I have on my cell, including contacts, emails, pictures, etc. I don't know how to transfer everything. I had someone do it before. They're not in the picture now.
Yeah, you'll
And
just have to, Dee, you'll just have to ask one of your neighbors. You have quite a few neighbors around there, don't you?
they won't be able to.
I feel like there's somebody near you that will be able to help you. I would just ask around and to get that stuff transferred off of there.
There's nobody around my house that I can go to.
Aren't you living in a space with a lot of other people living there?
I live alone. There's nobody in my house.
There's a community.
No, I do not have anyone that will be able to help me around here.
Dee, I'm kind of confused what your question is. So are you asking are you going to be able to find someone to help you transfer the information on your phone, or
that's one, but see, I want my cell phone and to save my cell phone number and everything that's on it, because this other phone is a lot smaller than this one. The case won't fit on it, and they told me that they're going to give me a new phone number. I'm going to have to call everybody, and then, Greg, you probably wouldn't even know who I am.
Well, I feel your pain. I'm very sorry for that. Unfortunately, the only thing I could really suggest is getting back in touch with the people that you got the phone from, or even going to like like a Best Buy or something like that, and see if there's anybody somehow that can help you. Or if you are on Facebook, put a post out and just ask, like, to your friends on Facebook, do you know how I can get this information transferred? Because unfortunately, I don't think that Deb or myself really have any good answers for you on this.
Okay.
I'm so sorry, but I would recommend talking to like a Best Buy or something like that, or reach out to your social community. I wouldn't give them your phone, but I would just see if there's something that they can do to help you. The best I can give you is just wish you the very best of luck with this. Okay.
thank you. I was just trying to figure out if you see that I'll be able to keep my phone and everything without losing stuff.
I think that there is somebody around you that can help you, Dee. I think you just got to voice it more.
Okay. I've been
Okay.
trying to.
Okay. Make sure you use your voice and just ask for help.
Yep. Absolutely. Thank you. All right. We're going to go on to the next person in line. Thank you for waiting, Crystal. I hope you're still with us. How are you doing tonight, Crystal?
I'm good, thank you.
And Deb, just so you know, we have about 6 minutes left in the show, okay? So, I'm sorry. And now let me do my part of the job. Crystal, what's your question for Deb?
Okay, hopefully I say this right. It's my first time. I just want to know if the spirit guides or angels have any advice for my current marriage situation.
It feels like a lot of confliction back and forth, yes, between your energy and his and decision making.
Yes.
Yeah. So they say to us that to understand that it is not for one to be in control or the other to be in control. It is a conjoined energy. So it's what you bring, your master skills, and what you're really good at and what he's really good at. And we meet in the middle with that. And we aren't supposed to be bringing up the past. They're talking to me about a lot of past circumstances, a lot of past things being brought into the present moment. Does this make sense?
Yes.
And they say to us that if we continue to bring the past into present moment, this will never heal and there will be a separation that happens. So they say to us the choices are yours as to stay present or to stay in the past. And so when we make the choice, we need to make the choice from the heart and in present moment, not from past circumstance.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you for calling.
Does that help, Crystal?
Thank you. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Okay. And just real fast, a Dash, because I know that Dee is not going to see this. Dash says, have someone from a local church make a wellness check on the phone. I mean, just I think there's certainly options out there, and I know that it looks daunting, but I feel positive enough, especially with Deb's reading, that someone's going to step up and help.
Yeah, they will.
We have about 3 minutes left. Let's get one more in. How's that?
Yeah.
Let's see if I can find one. Karen says, should I stay with this job in hopes of getting more hours? I am not getting enough hours to make ends meet. I'm sorry to hear that. I love the job.
Well, Kieran, there's so many jobs out there. There's so many places that need so many people that are hard workers, and you're a really hard worker. So you know what? I wouldn't quit this job. I would just add another one, and then when more hours open up where you're at, because they will, you can then take that. So I wouldn't leave yourself short. I would just go find some extra work until more hours open up where you're at.
That's great. That's great. Hopefully, Karen, hopefully you were able to hear that and that that is helpful. Lauren, since we have about 2 minutes left, I'd like to fit in one more. Lauren says, Deb, is there a spirit around me?
This one's going to take too long. Because this is somebody on the other side. But the answer is yes.
So the answer is yes.
Yes.
And so once again, not to turn this into a commercial, but go to refinedivinepsychic.com, schedule more time with that. Just want to say real fast too, we've had tonight Gloria from San Diego. Thank you for listening. And we also had Janet from Nova Scotia as well. So we've
wonderful.
Hopefully that you all enjoyed what it is, and we have a couple minutes left, but I think that I want to just kind of go over once again for folks that please go to refinedivinepsychic.com, schedule your session, your psychic medium session with her. That's the best way. Some of these questions tonight to me seem like that you could go a lot further with it as well and explore.
Absolutely.
More. So, and then like Linda said, classes and everything else, that definitely check out the page. And I just love the fact that you offer the first class free.
Yeah.
That's really
it's awesome. We love to do that because it's not just about the money. It's also about people finding what they need. And we also offer scholarships to people who can't afford it. We got lots of things out there.
That's fantastic. You are going to be back with us, Deb, on September 18th. So, folks, mark your calendars. We're going to be back with Deb on the 18th. We're going to be doing more one-question readings, all this good stuff. It's always fun to have you and Dave and Tittles or Titty or whatever. Okay, Tittles with as well. I think I broke the FCC rules. We're going to be back on Friday with a live show, Casual Friday. Deb, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
All right.